completely everywhere it was supposed to, but we do have our us ready to roll here. As we got our grid up. Here we go. Brandon Elvis in the number 54 machine, starting on pole. Rob Hottenbach there in second. Christopher Smith there third. Daniel Sweat there in fourth. Ryan Warren there in fifth. AJ DeSantos there in sixth. AJ Vasseur in seventh. Jamie Carter there in eighth. Patrick McPeak there in ninth. Colin McDonough there in 10th. Matthew there in 11th. Christopher Cash there 12th. And 13th, it's going to be Anthony Rennick with Tristan Adams there in 14th. That is your starting grid here tonight. And we got them getting ready to come to the green flag. Pace car is off. This is the World Series of Modified Racing as we get them set to rock and roll here. And the corner number one they go. Brandon Elvis out there in front. Side by side, great start to the race here. 65 laps to go here at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park. Everybody working out of corner number 1 and 2, back down the back straightaway. Brandon Elvis still with that lead out there in front. And they work down here in the corner number 1 and 2. And back around there to the backstretch. And down here into corner number 3 and 4. It works around back out here onto the front stretch. Everybody single file right now. Brandon Elvis still off front. Daniel Sweet there in second. And back down in corner number 3 and 4 once again. Everybody doing a great job so far this evening. And we have here the World Series of Modified Racing here tonight. We're going down here off the court. I'm not sure why this is all screwed up like that. Oh, I see. Okay. Fix it. There we go. Better. We work down here through corner number 1. Brandon Elvis there in first. Brian Warren there in second. AJ DeSantos there in third with Christopher Smith rolling there in fourth. Trying to find us the battles going on here right now. In the corner number 3 and 4. Back around to the front stretch. Quickly. Laps winding down as we are already on lap number 10 here. As they work down here around corner number 1 and 2. Back there out onto the back stretch. Side by side almost going there into corner number 3. That is the 80 of Christopher Smith. And the 27 of AJ DeSantis. And you got the 07 and the 6 battling as well back there in a little bit farther backward of the pack as they head down here into corner number 3 and 4. Back around here onto the back stretch. As long as I don't get looped around here. They work there off of 2, or back off of 3 and 4, back around here onto the front straightaway. The 07 of Daniel Swift is getting a great run there on the inside. He's trying to battle Christopher Smith getting a great run there. Here comes the 07 once again. Great battles going on the racetrack. Cash is currently sitting out. Might be race control for this series. Not exactly sure. As we head down here into corner number 1 once again. Brandon Elvis out front. There's the 48 of Ryan Warren there in second. Third place, A.J. DeSantis with Christopher Smith there in fourth. Daniel Sweat there in fifth. A.J. Vasor there in sixth. Matthew Keischel there in seventh. Rob Hottenbach there in eighth with James Carter there in ninth. Anthony Rennick there 10th. Everybody doing a great job getting around this speedway right now as they head back around here into the back straightaway into corner number 3 and 4. Brandon Elvis out front. Ryan Warren there in second. A.J. DeSantis there in third with Christopher Smith there fourth. And battle going on there for that third position as this A.J. DeSantis is trying to get around, or hold on to it rather, as Christopher Smith gets around there on the inside. He's going to end up coming down that front straightaway. 16 laps out of 65 on the board as they head back out onto that backstretch. Brandon Elvis still out front. A little back here in the back. There you see the 29 of Tristan Adams. Patrick McPeak back here in 13th. Colin McDonough there in 11th. They head back around here onto the front straightaway. Anthony Rennick there across the stripe, right behind Jamie Carter. Out front, it's still Brandon Elvis running away with it at the moment, with Ryan Warren there in second as he's trying to find that way to chase him down. They're into corner number 1 and 2. They go again as they head off into the corner. And it looks like Ryan Warren is catching them here, lap number 20. Christopher Smith there in third. Daniel Sweat there in fourth. A.J. DeSantis there in fifth. A.J. Vasor there end up getting down there onto the bottom side, getting around A.J. DeSantis. As they head down here across into the bottom corner of 2, off of 2. A.J. Vasor still down there on the inside. Now gets up there in front of the 27 of A.J. DeSantis as they work down here in the corner. The 07 of Daniel Sweat is out there in front of them in fourth place. Christopher Smith there in third with Ryan Warren still in second, trying to chase down this man out front at number 54 of Brandon Elvis. 21 laps complete as they work off of 4, back across down into corner number 1. Lap number 22 showing on the board as they head down here onto the backstretch. Short track racing here tonight at the Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Down here as they work off up 2, back down the back straightaway. In the corner number 3 and 4. They got that number 2 hanging out down there onto that back straightaway, down here onto the front straightaway. Side by side. Now here comes the 99. Rob Hottenbach. He's going to try to see if he can get around here somehow as the 2 now of Matthew is working down here onto the bottom side underneath the 27 of A.J. DeSantis as they work down here into corner number 3. Great racing going on here at the Indianapolis Raceway Park here tonight. We look there. There's Christopher Smith trying to get up there towards the front, as well as Ryan Warren chasing down these guys of Brandon Elvis. And great night there as well. Runkle, hopefully everything's going well over there at the farm as we are bringing you, modifieds here tonight. These are the Tour modifieds, not the little SKs. These are the big boys. They are the Tour mods for your watching pleasure here tonight. Christopher Smith there in third. Daniel Sweat there in fourth. A.J. Vasor fifth with Matthew there sixth. Looking for the battles as it looks like the 27 of A.J. DeSantis is trying to work on the inside there. Go out there, but did not quite get there enough. And we got a little bit of connection problem there from the 27 as he is dropping back. He may have a connection issue. We will see as he's dropping farther back. And now he's connection issue there for A.J. DeSantis here this evening. And we've been seeing that. We even saw that earlier in the night with the other league before we flew over here to Lucas Oil at Indianapolis Raceway. A.J. Vasor down here in the corner, number 1 and 2. Matthew there in 6 with Rob Hottenbach there in 7. Anthony Rennick there 8th. We are on lap number 98, soon to be lap number 29 as they work off of 4 once again. Here comes Brandon Elvis back across the line, back down in here in the corner number 1. We got Christopher Smith out there in 3rd. Daniel Sweat there in 4th. A.J. Vasor there 5th. Matthew there in 6th. Rob Hottenbach in 7th. Anthony Rennick there 8th. Jamie Carter there 9th with Tristan Adams there in 10th. They work down here in the corner number 1 and 2. Back onto the backstretch. Brandon Elvis doing all he can out there in front. Doing really well. We got the 48 of Ryan Warren as he's still trying to chase them down as they work here off of 3 and 4 once again. But he's got a mireful coming from that number 80 of Christopher Smith, who has really been coming into his own here throughout the race as the race has been going on. Christopher Smith really been able to put the pressure onto these guys up front and move his way up through as he is up to where he started. And he must have fallen back a little bit at the start. Biggest movers right now are the likes of Matthew, as he is up there in 6, plus 5 spots from where he started. Anthony Rennick, he's up 5 spots from where he started. And Christopher Smith now up 1 as he gets up there into 2nd place. And if you're curious which one the viewers are talking about here, for Runkle, he's looking at this number 2 here. And it's just a plain white scheme with the chrome number on it. Pretty basic, running 2X there for for Matthew. Brandon Elvis out front. Christopher Smith there in 2nd. He's been having a great race so far. Daniel Sweat there in 4th. A.J. Vasor there in 5th. Matthew there in 6th. Rob Hottenbach there 7th. Anthony Rennick there 8th. Jamie Carter 9th with Tristan Adams there in 10th. Colin McDonough there in 11th. Patrick McPeak back here in 12th. He's got that number 61 on the side of that machine. A.J. DeSantis is out. Definitely probably some packet loss, or pocket loss, whatever you want to call it. His internet dropped out. We are at lap number 35 of 65. So over halfway done here tonight for the World Series Modified as we head down here into corner number 1. Christopher Smith there 2nd. Ryan Warren there 3rd. Daniel Sweat there in 4th. A.J. Vasor there 5th. Matthew there in 6th. Rob Hottenbach there 7th. Anthony Rennick there in 8th. Jamie Carter there in 9th. Tristan Adams there in 10th. Colin McDonald there in 11th. Patrick McPeak rounding out your field right now in 12th as we got 2 drivers out. Brandon Elvis out there in front right now. Christopher Smith there 2nd. We got that Ryan Warren there in 3rd. Daniel Sweat there in that 4th position at 07. He's back at that bumper once again of the 48 as he looks to the inside coming down here into corner number 1. He's got it there, but can he keep the momentum rolling as they roll off of 2 back down the backstretch? Could not quite get there, could not quite get that car to stick enough to come through that corner on the inside. Now he's going to bring a head of steam here through corner number 3 and 4. Can he bring it down there into corner number 1 and get that car to stick down there and maybe try to make the pass? Does not quite get it yet as he rolls off at corner number 2 here onto that backstretch once again. Working down there into the corner as here comes the 07 of Daniel Sweat, as they work off into the corner. Number 6 of A.J. Vasor down here. And oh no, problems there for the 07 as he gets down there, pushed down below the apron there a little bit Beck keeps it collected as they work there off the corner. He's going to end up losing a couple spots there as Ryan Warren still holds on to that spot. Here comes AJ Basor. He comes in there up there into that spot. The 07 of Daniel Sweat still trying to get down there into the corner. As off in the corner number 2 onto the backstretch. See where the rest of the battles unfold here as Anthony Rennick back here in 8th. Jamie Carter back here in 9th. Tristan Adams in 10th. Brandon Elvis still leading the way here with 24 laps to go for the World Series of Modified Racing. As they say, the tradition continues. Christopher Smith, there second. Ryan Warren there in third. AJ Basor there in third. As they battle it out now, as AJ Basor is trying to get around that 48 of Ryan Warren. He's going to pinch Ryan down there on the bottom as AJ brings it around on the top side. That's going to give that spot over to AJ now as he brings it up there. Christopher Smith, another driver doing a great job out here towards the front. Going to be trying to chase down the leader. He's got 23 laps, soon to be 22 laps to do it. As they look at that run that he had going into corner number 3. Gets right up there. Can he keep that momentum going as he tries to chase down the leader of Brandon Elvis down here? And he is there. He's at the bumper. Cannot quite get there and hold it as they work there off a 2 back out onto the backstretch. A little bit of cat and mouse right now between Elvis and Smith as they work here through 3 and 4. You see Christopher really working it down there on that bottom side now as he works off of 4, back around here, 21 laps to go. As he is there, does he have enough to try to get underneath him and make the pass? AJ Basor and Daniel Sweat back here in 3rd and 4th. Ryan Warren back here 5th with Matthew back in 6th. Rob Hottenbach there in 7th as they work down here off up corner number 4 once again. 20 laps to go for the World Series of Modified Racing. The 80 of Christopher Smith down there on the inside does not quite get there as now they head off of corner number 2. And Smith, we might have a battle heading on here before the end of this race is over. Down here through 3 and 4 and back around onto that front stretch. Front to back, it is Brandon Elvis, Christopher Smith, AJ Basor back here in 3rd, Daniel Sweat back here in 4th, Ryan Warren 5th, Matthew in 6th with Rob Hottenbach there in 7th, Anthony Rennick there 8th, Jamie Carter there 9th with Tristan Adams there in 10th. They head back around here onto that front straightaway. It is out Brandon Elvis out there still leading the way, but Christopher Smith really trying to chase him down here into the corner. And I don't know if they're changing gears or if that is just them letting off the throttle. Let's go on board. Maybe we'll try to figure that out here as we go on board here with Christopher Smith. He works down here off the corner, back up here onto the front straightaway. And down here into the corner, you're seeing kind of what it looks like to take a lap in one of these cars around Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park. As here we go down here into corner number 3 and 4. And look how close he gets there. He's just letting off. That's what the fuel burning off in the exhaust. That's what the fire is out the exhaust. I know I've had that question a couple times as to what the fire out of the exhaust is. As you'll see as they come down there through the corner, sometimes you'll see a flame out the stack on the side of the car. And all that is just excess fuel burning off as they come down into the corner and let off the gas. I know I saw it a couple times here tonight as they head on down through here. I haven't really seen it too much. As the 80 really trying to put pressure on Brandon Elvis. Smith still has not gotten there as we're down to 14 laps. There it is. There's the flame coming out that stack as I was talking about. Extra fuel burning out of the stack as they come down here out of the corner, down here into corner number 3. Brandon Elvis out there in front. Christopher Smith there in 2nd. AJ Vasora in 3rd with Daniel Sweat there in 4th. Ryan Warren there in 5th. Matthew out there in 6th with Rob Hottenbach there in 7th. As they work down here off at corner number 2, back out onto that backstretch. 13 laps to go here for the World Series of Modified Racing. And here tonight at the Lucas Oil but Indianapolis Raceway Park as they work here off at corner number 4. 12 laps to go. Laps winding down. Time running out there for Smith. If he's going to make a move, he's got to try to make it soon. As quick as these laps are winding down, you're only looking at maybe a 20-second lap time if you're lucky. 22nd and a half lap time, I guess you should say, as they come back off of 4. And wait, don't do this to me. You were running well all night. Now you're going to start goofing up. No, I don't think so. As we head down here into off of corner number 2. I don't know what that hiccup was for. As we head on down through here, Christopher Smith back here in second. Going to try to make a move here at some point as they head back onto the front straightaway. 10 laps to go for this World Series of Modified Racing as they head off of 2. Smith still hanging in there in second. A.J. Vasor back here in third with Daniel Sweat back here in fourth. Ryan Warren back here in fifth with Matthew back here in sixth. Rob Hottenbach trying to chase down that number 2 of Matthew as they head there out of 4. Back around onto that front stretch. Great looking machine there on the number 99. That is the Marines painted machine. Really like the paint scheme on that. I'm not sure if you guys on stream can fully appreciate it, as I'm not sure how light or dark it is, but it is another great looking scheme there for the Marines on that number 99. As he's looking to the inside of the 2, 8 laps to go. He's going to try to make that pass happen as they come off the corner. The 2 gets a run. He's going to have to try to dive it back in down there on the inside, which he does, but cannot quite get the run that he needs. Ends up having to tap the brakes. That's going to give enough momentum to the 2 on the outside for him to bring it back around. 7 laps to go. Brandon Elvis out front with Christopher Smith there in second. A.J. Vasor there third. Daniel Sweat there in fourth. Ryan Warren there fifth. Matthew back here in sixth. Rob Hottenbach there in seventh. And here they come back around. And we're looking back here as the battle continues to rage for that 6th and 7th position between Matthew and Rob. And every time I go back to look at that, I get a little bit of a problem. Not sure exactly why. Here we come back with the leaders. Back off of turn number 4 in the corner number 1. I know what's causing that issue. I haven't been able to get the parts needed to upgrade that. That little bit of blink you're seeing on the stream, that is not on your end. That is not on iRacing's end, but that is on my PC's end, as we need a new processor here in the booth of Flicker Farm TV. So fingers crossed, we'll keep doing broadcasts and slowly building up the bank to get a processor motherboard combo bought. Christopher Smith down here in second. A.J. Vasor there in third. Daniel Sweat here fourth. Ryan Warren there fifth. Matthew there in sixth. Rob Hottenbach there in seventh. Anthony Rennick there in eighth, with James Carter there ninth. Tristan Adams there 10th. Colin McDonald there in 11th, with Patrick McPeak back here in 12th. And as we saw, A.J. DeSantis there earlier in the race had some problems. Here comes the leader back around. He's going to put Patrick McPeak a lap down, as he's now going to try to get around. And Christopher Smith got to get around him as well as they head down through here in corner number 1 and 2. 2 laps to go as the battle rages on there between Michael and Rob Hottenbach for that 5th position. For that 6th position. Off of 4 comes Brandon Elvis and Christopher Smith. If Smith wants it, he's got to do it this lap. He's there, but not going to be able to do it, I don't think. They work here off a 2. Brandon Elvis out there in front with Christopher Smith there in second. A.J. Vasor in third as they work here off the corner. Side by side they go. And in the corner number 3 back in the corner number 1, great race here by the by the World Series of Modified Racing. The tradition continues. They did a great run here tonight. Really, really clean racing here at Lucas Oil Raceway, Indianapolis Raceway Park. As your leaders all come down here, your winners all come down onto the front straightaway. Brandon Elvis, Christopher Smith, A.J. Vasor coming there. Great job there by these drivers. As what a great night here for the World Series Modified race. We'll go ahead and get the results up. Brandon Elvis there finishing first. Christopher Smith there second. A.J. Basora there third. Daniel Sweat there in fourth. Ryan Warren there in fifth. Matthew there sixth. Rob Hottenbach there in seventh. Anthony Rennick there in third. Anthony Rennick there in eighth. Jamie Carter there ninth. Tristan Adams there 10th. Colin McDonald there in 11th. Patrick McPeak there in 12th. AJ DeSantis there in 13th. Christopher Cash finishing the night in 14th. And that is all of your drivers here tonight. Again, great run by these drivers. Really had a pleasure putting this race on. And wait a moment. I thought somebody told me these were Tour Modifies, not SK Modifies. I don't know. Alrighty, hopefully we did the correct race here tonight. I'm pretty sure we did. But thanks again for letting us come out and do this race for you. It was my pleasure to be here. Hopefully, we'll see how the future goes. I'm sorry we didn't get any of the qualifying in. If the race was just a few minutes later, we may have caught a little bit of it. But we caught all the race. And congrats again to Brandon Elvis out there making the win with Christopher Smith there second, A.J. Basora there in third. With nothing left to do, thank you all for coming out and enjoying Fleeger Farm TV here tonight with us here at On the Pole. We wish you all a great night. And thanks again.